I've been breaking down some things designers learn in school to get a professionally looking designed room. I graduated design school 17 years ago now, and it has been so much fun going back to school with you all. And I am right in the middle of discussing scale and proportion. I wanted to lay the groundwork in my last video of scale and proportion so you can now understand a little bit more when I'm going to show a client example. I tried to find a client with several scale and proportion issues so we could learn the most. This client has a very long room, and it is a good size room, but you can see right off the bat that this type of scale of furniture is not enough to fill this room. They do actually have some large pieces though, like grand piano, this very large mirror. I spied a grandfather clock. You can see those three in the background here, but the rest of the room, what they put in it is not to scale for the room size. Now the room itself though is too long for human scale, meaning I can't see or converse with someone at this distance. You can see in the back this overscaled fireplace, which I actually do not think is disproportionate to this room size. So we're going to problem solve by dividing this room in half and treating it as two different zones. And I want to bring our larger scaled furniture items back here with this large scale fireplace. So the larger items in relation to each other now match the scale more of the fireplace, and it all seems more proportional, which means the front half of the room can get smaller scaled items, but segmented on a rug and grouped together so their scale does not seem disproportionate to this room. It will seem proportionate to this area and the rug that it's on. In the before, you may notice that the ceiling really needed some attention. With no break in the ceiling or lighting, it is making it seem very large in proportion to the scale of the furniture. So we're going to use our segmentation makes things appear smaller trick by adding a grid with beams. Now the ceiling area seems more proportional to the furniture scale, just like we did with the actual room itself, segmenting it, making it seem smaller for human scale. Dark colors also recede and make things appear smaller as well, so painting the fireplace darker helps with it not seem so overwhelming and large as the white made it seem. You can see in the before and after how this one just looks more balanced for our human scale than this one. All of the furniture in there before I was able to fit in just the back half of the room. With that said, the scale of the room was not proportional to the amount of furniture that they had. And you can see how the fireplace and ceiling look smaller than this image down here. There is a lot more I could talk about with scale and proportion, but those are the cliff notes. I have a lot of other content where I address it, and I'm sure I will continue to talk about it in the future.